What is the meaning of compassion? The meaning of compassion is to recognize the suffering of others and then take action to help. That is what happened when a father-like figure bought me a pair of shoes. But before I go ahead and share the story with you guys, I want to go ahead and take out this opportunity to go ahead and give a huge shout out to Art by Monique. She is a wonderful artist and very, very talented. She commented a few words last week that actually did touch my heart. God bless you, Monique, and I hope the Lord continues blessing you with your talent. To Him be all the glory. And I also wanted to go ahead and share a comment that a viewer wrote in the comment section. ZQTV, this is a young man that I've been following and listening to for a while. He wrote, "It's hard to show so much compassion and positivity with all of the negative thoughts in this hateful world." I agree with you, ZQ. It is very hard to show compassion or even be positive in this hateful world. I felt like this for a long, long time until I went ahead and surrendered and gave my life to Christ. Now, I don't want to go ahead and get all spiritual on you, but what I want to go ahead and share with you is some advice, some tips. Be the change you want to see. Be kind to others so others can be kind to you. That's the best advice I can give you. I hope this helps you. Now, for the story of that father-like figure, it was like 2000, back in the year 2000, somewhere around that time. I was a young adult, young male adult. Obviously, I was working a full-time job as a security guard and wasn't going to school yet at the moment, but I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I was very dedicated to going to church, being a member of the church, being active, which means that I was like insanely, every single day, every single night, I was at church. Church was open. I was sing every single night at church. And at that time, I also had the keys to the church. So I would actually go on days that the church wasn't open, where there was no service, and I would go to church and pray. But, it was a way of me getting closer to God. So like I said, I had been going to church. I was a young adult, working full time, and majority of my paycheck, let's say 75% of my paycheck, was going towards helping the house, helping the family. My mom and my dad paid the rent, 6 kids, living together in one household, and I was the second oldest. So, and it was only me and my father that was working at the time, So, and my father and me bumped heads a lot. Like, we really, really bumped heads. We didn't agree on a lot. We were alike. I'm sort of like my father in a sense. I'm kind of stubborn. But we bumped heads a lot, and there was a lot of things that happen in the family that it's kind of normal. You bump heads with your father, your brother, your sister. That's normal. And we were struggling to go ahead and make ends meet and pay the rent and pay whatever bills that are coming up. And that was kind of the grind or the hustle that we were going through on, a weekly basis, a monthly basis for a short time. And like I said, I wasn't going to school at that time. I didn't decide to go to school. But I would take out the time and, go to church and take out time for prayer. And I would usually arrive at the church very early and, try and squeeze in as much time in prayer with the Lord as I could. And I had a old favorite old pair of shoes that I absolutely wore down. I mean, I wore these shoes down. I mean, I really broke them in, if that's what you want to say. But to the point where there was a hole on the bottom of the shoe, and you could see the bottom of my foot or my sock. And I was a young adult. I mean, I was wearing different color socks so it would stand out. And, I was going through this for a while, just going to the altar and just praying, going out to the altar and just praying, going to the altar and just praying, thanking God, I wasn't asking for a brand new pair of shoes. I wasn't asking God for anything. I was just, was trying to seek the Lord, trying to get close to God. And one night, something different happened, something that completely threw me off guard, something that I can say is the exact definition of compassion, being kind to others. A father-like figure approached me and handed me a bag. You know, I love this man a tremendous amount. We call him in Spanish Hermano Orengo, brother Orengo. And if you're listening, I hope you appreciate that. I never forgot this day. Vanessa, if you're listening, let your father know that I never forgot about this day. But I was handed this bag, and I was like, "What is this bag?" And I opened the bag, and it's a brand new pair of shoes. And I was like, "Wow!" I didn't expect it. Like, he had gotten the size, my shoe size from my mom, and he went out his way and bought me a brand new pair of shoes because he's seen me at the altar every single day, and he's seen that I needed a brand new pair of shoes. Like, my mind wasn't thinking about a brand new pair of shoes at that time. My mind was thinking about trying to seek the Lord, trying to, get closer to God, trying to maintain that relationship with God, but also, what are we going to, we got to pay the rent for this week. We got to pay the rent, coming up, the bills that are coming up. Those are the things that were running through my mind. And to have, someone just recognize, that I'm struggling and buy me a pair of brand new shoes, and just, it was complete and utter kindness. I didn't expect it, but it didn't just stop there. He came out and he asked me for the pair of shoes that I had. Now I'm thinking maybe he's gonna throw them out, but he said no. I'm gonna send them to the repair shop so that way you can have them. Not only did he see that I needed a pair of shoes, he also knew that those were my favorite pair of shoes, and he wanted to get them repaired for me. Like I said, I didn't ask this guy to do it. My mom didn't ask him to do it. He just did it out the kindness of his heart. He literally showed me, compassion. At that particular moment, that's what he was showing me. He was having compassion over a moment of suffering. He didn't know that I was bumping heads with my father. He didn't know the extent of, what was going on in the family and everything like that. He just seen what I was going through, and, he took action and helped me out. That is what the definition of compassion is. The meaning of compassion, to see the suffering of others and help them out. And he helped me out that day, and I give God the glory, and I thank God for moments, remembering moments like that, and that was like, I was around 18, 19, around there at that time. But that was really, really, really touching for me. That was something special for me, and something that I hold dear in my heart. And, I'm nearly 40 years old now, and I still remember those days. I remember moments like that. That is the story that I have for you guys today. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Consider subscribing so that way you can hear more videos or hear more podcasts about, everyone needs compassion. Also, if you want, you can also check out my art, videos. I've been producing quite a few art videos this week. I took a little bit of a break, but I've been producing more art videos. And, you can also visit my website, www.artbyrichie.com. Again, www.artbyrichie.com. For more information, you can read my blogs, or you can also go ahead and check out my portfolio. And you can also show your support by heading over to any one of my merch shops, where you can go ahead and click the link at my website. Anyways, guys, God bless you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys remember, no matter what you're going through, or no matter what your friend is going through, no matter what the situation is, or your current situation in your life, always remember those three words: everyone needs compassion. God bless you guys.